We are the creators of the Stu Beat Showcase, and we bring to you
the Beat Club Podcast,
where producers are heard.
The best place to hear new beat makers from around the globe.
Here we keep it real about the music.
We keep these beats or we cut them. Simple and plain. With the help of our special guests and listeners worldwide.
If you wish to join our Beat Club Podcast community, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Beat Club Podcast.
And join our private producer group on Facebook by searching
the Stu:"Beat Club. What up, world? How is everybody doing today? It's your boy D Loops, aka Do It All Loops, here with my boys.
Artificial AV was good.
Motivate Marin, how y'all feeling?
We in the building right now on this beautiful Sunday in Boston, man. We got to create a Stu Beat Showcase. We're here right now on the Go Network doing the damn thing. Dimitri, man, everything good with you as well? I know I didn't put you in the intro, but you good today?
I'm all good.
He's good. I'm good as well, man. But let me go around the table, man, because I know we was out last week. We were celebrating our 3-year anniversary. Can we clap on one time for 3 years doing this real quick? Motivate Merriman, how you doing today, bro?
I'm good, man. I feel good. I haven't been sleeping, but I'm good.
You haven't been sleeping?
Yeah, man. I've been going, man. Been getting up super early and you know, going to bed super late.
Oh, yeah.
You know
on purpose, though. It's like it's... No?
It's just kind of, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's life sometimes. Like, it's just responsibilities and shit. It's just the way it is.
Well, not to get on a health tip, but I heard B12 helps with sleeping. The B12 vitamin, which is also found in cabbage.
Yes. I guess my good dose of cabbage every week, for sure.
I found it out by accident because I wasn't sure if I bought lettuce or cabbage. And I was like, and so, yeah. There we go. Silly mistake. But all right, cool.
Yeah, good, man. Good.
Artificial AV, man. What's popping, man?
I'm doing good, man. Just been getting prepared for 2020, bro.
Yeah, what's that entail?
Getting my mind right. Just you know, making some plans ahead of time. You know, just getting in the routine, basically. Yeah.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Getting those good habits. So
good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff around the corner for us for 2020. But we do know that it's coming up when we're still in 2019. I do want to say shout out to all the producers and all the people who came out to celebrate our 3-year anniversary with us. Shout out to the battle as well and the dope set that we have by Manipulator. And just shout out to
set
us.
by D Loops. D Loops had a fucking incredible set.
Thank you, fellas. I actually have some questions for you guys regarding that.
That was a really dope set.
But afterwards, thank you.
Yeah, that was
thank
really
you,
dope
you.
set.
What's
up with the tape?
I was working on artwork this morning at 5 a.m. So I'm like, I gotta get it just right. But it's dropping before Christmas.
Okay.
It's dropping. Yeah, I need that to happen. Outside of that, man, also shout out to us for being nominated from the BMAs. We did not come home with the win though, but some good people did win. And as long as some black excellence is involved, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm all down for it. So we're just gonna give an air horn real quick.
Shout out to It's Lit Boston.
Boom.
Yeah, they got the W.
You know what I mean? So that was a beautiful thing. I had a good time and had a lot to drink, but it was a good day nonetheless. Actually, I was so dressed up when I went to Jillian's. Someone thought I worked there. I kept getting asked, hey, can you help me operate the arcade machines? I was like, yeah, I got you. So yeah, it was a good time, good day, man. Besides all that, just preparing for 2020, but I do want to say this month we were all in agreement to do something a little different. We decided that we're all going to have, and I don't know what to call them. Is it young producers? Is it young beat makers?
You know, I'm calling out teenage producers, the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The future of music production. Just people that are taking their craft serious, man, at an early age, man.
Yeah. And so I guess with that, man, I'm going to introduce our guest for today. Jah Da God in the building. We clap it up one time.
Jah Da God.
What's going on, sir? You chilling? You know we're going to get you to talk a little bit on the show.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean? So, Jah Da God. Heat it up. You got a couple of drops, though, don't you? Don't you have more than one drop?
Well, sometimes I switch up the tag a little bit. But,
yeah.
I mainly have one, but I want to get another one. I'm gonna have an artist do it for me. So
who did your first one?
Make sure you speak directly into the mic.
Voice Tag Gods. It's actually a website. You could go get a tag for $20.
Bong.
Yeah,
I did that.
Hustling that, man.
Yo, it's a great hustle. Yeah. And one thing I can say, which I hope that other producers are going to learn from this episode, is Jah is on his his business. You're on your entrepreneurial tip like heavy, and I mean, outside of just the YouTube stuff, outside of the BeatStar stuff, and things that you're doing.
Your pockets later in this.
Yeah,
we're gonna figure out.
We got to figure some stuff out. Exactly, because I think some people need to learn from that, man. It's you're young and you're out here and you're doing it. How old are you, by the way?
14.
All right, so he's a young producer at 14, and he battled on our platform last year at the 100th episode versus JP.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's just really dope to have a young producer in the building, because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I was 14, my beats were trash, bro. Your beats were you making beats at that time? It was trash.
Yeah,
You can't remember. It was trash. And all the Marin's beats sound good. He just got the confident look. He's like, yeah, I was good.
Nah, I was making dope beats at first. I really was, because I took it really, really, really serious. You know what I'm saying? Like what I see you doing, like it reminds me of like how I was living at that time. Like that's all I did. You know what I'm saying? Like you're better than me because you actually do good in school and shit. You're an athlete. I started fucking up in school, but I did good. Not that I fucked up, but I just did just enough.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, to get by. So
me, it's kind of a lot of work because I got basketball, football, and then also my school homework load is really high. So I gotta figure out ways. Like a lot of the times, it's just me like. On the weekends, I have 2 hours before my game, go make some beats. Or maybe make some loops that I can later sell as a loop pack or something like that. Because what I found was there's different ways to make money in like the music industry besides just selling beats. Because with selling beats, I feel like the money's always going to come if you're giving it to the right artist. Yep. So what I do is like drum kits, different stuff. I give them out for free sometimes. And then I give out loot packs, custom loot packs, all that stuff.
Oh, we got to dive into all that.
We getting straight to the game.
We got to get to the game. I love it. I love it. And hopefully the old heads will be able to learn some today. One thing I am excited about is, we on this show, because I mean we're not really old heads yet, but you're old head. we have cut a lot of trap beats on this show.
Yeah, I realize that.
Yeah, so I mean we got some young ears in the building today that's gonna let some of the young heads and the old heads know what it is from their perspective. So it's gonna be real interesting.
I mean, the thing about trap beats is a lot of times people find them too simple, which I feel like it just depends, because a lot of times when you're making a beat for trap artists or whatever you want to call them, they love a lot of space. So maybe the beat only has like 5 sounds in them, but that's exactly what they want, and that's the stuff is probably going to sell more than something that's overproduced or something like that.
For sure.
The Beat Club.
For sure.
I just got to drop that on there. Look, you're giving us too many gems too early, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it's going to be a great episode. Anything else we got to say? I mean, it sounds like we all know what we about to get into. Jah's on deck. We ready to hear some beats?
Yeah, we're about to get this tequila popping on there. I'm ready.
I guess we're gonna get into these beats, man. With no further ado. All right, y'all. So check it out. What we do each and every Sunday here at the Beat Club Podcast. We have a place called thebeatclubpodcast.com. We're producing, go and upload as many fire beats as possible. We take some of these beats and we place them in a folder for the first time ever on a show. We give our feedback along with the Beat Club Podcast community and decide if we're going to keep or cut the beats. And you can join the discussion right now by watching us on Facebook Live. Let us know how you feel and make sure you let them heart and angry emojis fly, because we love that stuff. Also, big shout out to Beatmakers Boutique for helping us reward dope beats from dope producers. As we search for our beat of the month, you get nominated and you could win a free sound pack from Beatmakers Boutique. Make sure you follow them on IG and show them some love. And for this segment, we also want to thank IK Multimedia for providing us with the iLoud micro monitors, the official reference monitors of the Beat Club Podcast. So I also noticed that people have been encountering some troubles, I think a couple of weeks ago when it came to uploading on Beat Club Podcast. We ended up fixing that, so everything should be okay. And if you want to see about getting your beats on the show quicker, you can join our private Facebook group, and there's a separate link there where you can upload and you can actually get on the show within maybe that week. So I want to see more people taking advantage of that. There's a few people taking advantage of it now, but there should be more, especially if you want to get on the show. And make sure you send MP3s. Besides all that, We got some producers from all over we're about to listen to. AV, who is the first person on the chopping block?
All right, so first up we got Ill Beats with Uppercut.
You ever gave someone an uppercut?
No.
Nah.
No? You ever uppercut?
Nah, man.
Dimitri, you never uppercut somebody? It'll shut things down.
Yeah.
Everybody looks for the jab, like the jab or the haymaker. That uppercut,
Yeah.
make your teeth chatter. Like,
You know what we were talking about yesterday?
What?
Before we get into this beat is the headbutt.
Underestimated, especially if you hit someone in the nose with it.
The headbutt is, I mean, that's the one time I gave up in a fight. I think I probably discussed that here.
Yes,
too.
you did.
Yeah, that shut the fight down. I was like, all right, man, you got it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
See, that's why you can't be too close to someone's face.
Yeah, bro.
You catch that headbutt, make you tear up real quick.
The headbutt's crazy.
Man, I know my headbutt must be crazy because I headbutted the street and I ain't get no headaches. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's a real deal. But yeah, don't underestimate the uppercut. It's real.
Okay.
But we're gonna take a listen right now to Beat Club Podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. Beat Club, let's talk about it. People are saying, keep it. I like this beat. This is a keep. Dope. My brother's in the room. Artificial Wavy. How do you feel about this beat?
It's a keep.
Marin.
No feedback on it. It was just dope.
Yeah, that's a keep it.
You got both of the Geminis on deck.
Definitely a keep it. Good. I like the sounds, man. I like the sounds. Like I like, especially like the drum sounds and shit. Everything was just in its proper perspective. And Ill Beats I like his sound, man. I like what he does with his shit.
Yeah. Jah Da God.
Definitely a keep for me. I hear Ross all over that. I don't know. I just hear like Ross and maybe even Drake. You might be surprised, but I think Drake could spit over that too.
Yeah, Drake could be on anything.
Anything.
So I'm gonna say I agree with the brothers. I agree with everybody on this one. This beat was just another well executed beat by Ill. So it sounds like unanimous.
Keep it.
Good way to start the show. Good way to start the show. Who we got next? This is not a new person, right? No.
Nah, we've had him on here before.
From Kansas.
Next up is the Soul Chemist with Blessings.
All right, cool. Gonna take a listen right now on the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Cam all day, like,
and I would
specifically
listen.
Cam
And
too,
I-
like, yeah.
All right, yo. Beat Clubbers talk about it. People saying this hard. Pause. People saying less of the voice. Dope though. Agreed. People were feeling it for the most part. So my brother's in the room. Artificial Wavy. What's the word?
I feel like it was a dope beat, but because the mix, I want to be tough. So, you know what? I'm gonna do this early. I'm gonna pull out my safekeeper.
I was kind of feeling that way too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the safekeeper because it was dope, but it just needed to be mixed better.
Motivate Marin.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw out my safety yet. I'm just gonna keep it, cause like for something like this, I feel you. Like the mix is a little weird, but like in this case, I think like this is a case like where the mix is kind of like subjective too. Like it just has that like gritty. Like I can hear the like a lot of Cam shit. Like a lot of those Dipset songs, they actually sounded like this.
Yeah.
Like they weren't mixed any better than this, and we rock to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like even like when you think of like even like RZA's shit, like some of that shit wasn't mixed the greatest in their classic.
But it made
records.
it what it was, though.
Yeah, it made it what it was. It gave it its grittiness, and that's kind of how I feel about this. It was like it's like some of it was sound like mid range was just sounding kind of like everything was in the middle drum wise, but it worked though because I can just hear the bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that shit was pretty dope, man. Definitely a good one. So I'm gonna keep it.
Jah Da God.
Definitely a keep for me.
Yeah.
One thing I probably would have done differently, which I'm not the greatest at making these type of beats, but I would have had the switch come in a little bit faster because I felt like when it dropped, it was going on too long, in my opinion. So I would have brought that switch in and then maybe hop back to the original part.
Yep.
But for me, the mix was all right, but I feel like the kick should have hit harder too. But I still keep it as a keep.
There you go. I felt the same way about the kick. I felt like the kick could have kicked a little bit harder, but I did get kind of like lost in the nostalgic vibe of like the heat makers and such with this. And when you say Cam can be put on anything, especially a beat like this, and make me like it. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool. So I'll keep it. So it sounds like I keep it from the crew.
Yeah.
I can hear it on
Can make it happen.
somebody could
The
benefit.
build up was dope, but too repetitive.
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
That's why you want to bring the switch up a
Yeah.
little closer. All right, let's get like another one in. Let's see what's good. This is
DJ Streets?
this is a new person, right?
I don't think so.
Avery's the one who knows, man.
That's why I be asking.
DJ Streets and DJ Face.
It's two producers.
Yeah, and it's called Moonwalk.
When's the last time you moonwalked, man?
Thanksgiving.
You moonwalked? Yeah, you're a moonwalker.
And I was teaching LA how to do it because he thought he thought he was nice. I'm like, you ain't even doing it right.
Cohen definitely attempted the moonwalk.
Did you teach him how to moonwalk in socks, or did you do it in sneakers?
You have to do it in socks.
Nah, I had socks on.
Yeah,
I
you gotta
think.
do it. You
Yeah,
gotta do it in
can't
socks.
can't wear sneakers in grandmommy's house. So
It's hard to do the moonwalk in sneakers on a hardwood floor. That's what I was
You
saying.
gotta do it in socks.
Alright.
For the effect.
John, man, you ever moonwalk before?
Nah, man.
he's like, I'm not even gonna try that.
You know what the moonwalk is, though, right?
Of course.
All right, cool. Just making sure. Well, we're gonna take a listen right now to the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it, cut it, let's get it, let's go.
On these folks streets. They don't know about you.
Damn face, where the fuck you get that from, nigga?
The Beat Club. Beat Club.
He got me thinking about trap beats different now.
Damn,
like
we
way
about to
different.
find out. Beat Club, let's talk about it. People are saying definitely a record an artist would bring out typical trap vibes. So what I'm gonna do instead of going to motivate and artificial AV, man, is I'm gonna go to Jah Da God first on this one. Jah, what's the word?
So the build up was dope. I thought it was gonna be something different. I felt like the 808 was hitting the same note every single time, which made it repetitive. And also, I would have personally had better sound selection. I felt like instead of using the long, drawn-out 808, I would have used a shorter one, maybe like the Zay 808, because I would have gave it that punch, and then maybe switch up the notes. So I don't know which key that was hitting, but instead of it hitting C every time, maybe go C, C, D, like switch it up, in my opinion. But I felt like it was cool, but I'm going to cut it.
You said everything I wasn't gonna say because I wasn't too sure. I was like, does this fit the vibe of what you were talking about? Just like putting just enough because it was kind of empty, but it did kind of work. I did like a little bit when the I think later on as it progressed, it felt like something interesting was going on in instrumentation. But that was it. I thought it was cool though. It was a decent little vibe. I would use my safe keeping on it, but I'm gonna be stingy. I'm gonna just keep it because I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. So we got one cut it, one keep. Gemini's, what's the word? Who's going first?
I'm still on the fence, trying to figure it out. I feel like it was good, but something about it just wasn't like catching me enough to be like, yo, this is fire. So I'm gonna be tough. I'm gonna cut it.
So we got two cuts, one keep. It's up to Motivate Marion to figure this out.
Yeah,
we cutting it.
Yeah.
I feel,
Yeah, I'm a little torn too. Like I probably would pull out the safe key because I like the beat. Like I like the structure of it too. Like I feel like it was structured, right for the most part. Sonically, it needed to be tweaked a little bit too. Like it sounded like a little too muddy for me. Mm-hmm. Like it could have been cleaned up just a little bit more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the difference between the last track and this track. Like the last track, it seemed more fitting for it to be muddy. This needed to be a little bit more crispy, like in order for it to like really cut through. So, damn, I like it, man, but I'll cut it though. I'll cut it. I would just do some tweaking, man. Like I definitely agree with a lot of what Jah was saying. Like I think it just needed little minor tweakings to like really make it cut through. Like this type of beat needs to cut through. It needs to sound crispy. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't really be like sounding muffled and muddy. Like it can't. You know what I mean? In order for it to really be a record. So I'll cut it.
I feel like this is a beat where maybe you're in the studio with an artist and the artist maybe helps you with certain parts that the artist would like. Because I feel like an artist on this beat, maybe like Travis Scott, he would bring the beat, he would elevate it more. And we would probably all be like, oh, this is hot. But without his vocals, it's not too, it's just like, it's all right. But that's the thing with a lot of trap beats.
Yeah. So all right sounds like a
yeah. Overall, the consensus is we fuck with the beat, but
absolutely
we couldn't let it ride.
Absolutely. So Jah Da God, man, we're gonna take a little break from these beats and talk to you for a second. Can you let the people know where you're from?
Dorchester.
You born and raised in Dorchester?
Yes, sir.
Oh, dang. Okay. When did you start making music, man?
I want to say about 8th grade, so about 1-2 years ago. We had a project in our music class, and it was to like make something. It didn't even have to be a beat. It's just something in GarageBand. So I made something, but it was just using like the little GarageBand loops, you start. So I thought I was making beats, So then I went further into it, and then I just started like actually making beats. And then I got my own laptop for that Christmas, and then I got Logic, and then I just kept going from there.
Do you work on Logic X?
Yeah, Logic Pro X.
Nice. See, it's such a smooth transition going from like GarageBand and just going to it's easy.
So that's what you're using to this day? I thought you used FL Studio for some reason.
Nah, I have it.
Yeah,
I have both. I think I made one beat on FL, and it was a remake. Cause someone asked me to do a remake for them. So, but I don't know. It's just not for me. A lot of trap producers use it because they feel like the one thing about that is Logic's workflow versus FL. FL is way quicker. Like you could get a beat done way faster. But one thing I do to increase my workflow is I made like a template for like software samplers, so I can just drag my drums in way easier. Cause Logic it takes so long to put your drums in. So I did that, but I don't know. I feel like everybody's using it, so maybe if I use Logic, mine will sound a little bit different. I don't know.
Do you feel like you're ever gonna switch it up, or you're good with Logic right now?
As of right now, I'm gonna stick with Logic. I definitely want to learn FL more. Like I don't even know how to do certain stuff in it, so that's another reason why I don't use it. But maybe a couple months I'll branch out. Well, I want to master Logic first.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that. I mean, from all the producers that we've met, and you guys can let me know if you've heard different, but they seem to say it's not really about the software you're using. It's really about the musician or the producer that's using the software. Yeah. So whatever you might be able to do in FL, I'm pretty sure you can knock out.
Yeah.
And Logic and just become proficient at that. But that's dope. Have you ever played an instrument before? Or you just jumped right into beats?
I jumped right into beats, and then I took piano lessons, and they weren't really, I don't know if it was the teacher, but I didn't really feel like I was gaining anything. I mean, it definitely helped, but like he was teaching me how to like play certain songs and stuff, when a lot of the times I just like I go off my ear. So whatever sounds good, I'm just gonna use. Like sometimes I use piano rolls, sometimes I just play it out on my piano.
So you actually do play your instruments as well,
yeah.
Right? Good. Because we were having a conversation. Because I was telling Avi that I started looking into the drag and drop like MIDI
loops.
Yeah,
MIDI loops
that's one thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Yeah, so one thing I look at it as sampling. So you can have a sample, but it just depends on what you're gonna do with it. So you can use a MIDI. There's nothing wrong with that. Right. But maybe you pitch it up and take a couple notes out, or switch up the chords. Like anytime I use a MIDI like that or a loop, I always have to like add something or switch it, because if not, it's just gonna sound how it sounded before.
You're gonna hear 30, 50,000 producers with the same shit, and I hear it all the time too.
Exactly.
You know, on this show, we hear it. You're like, did we hear this beat before?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
nah, that's fire. So let me ask you this, man. You said you started 2 years ago, roughly, right?
Yeah.
Who did you get all your producer game from? Because it seems like either you learned it from just trial and error, or did someone put you on and said, this is how it's done?
So, I have an uncle. I have two uncles in Atlanta. Mark knows. One is a rapper, Jah. The other one is a producer. So this was like around when I first started, and I was making good beats. I just didn't know how to mix at all. Mm-hmm. So it would ruin the whole beat. So when I went out there, he put me on to, because he uses Logic and FL. He put me on how to mix. He gave me a couple drum kits, gave me a couple VSTs and all that. So anytime I had a question, I would just text him, call him, and he would let me know. And another thing is YouTube was a really big help,
YouTube
especially
University.
Just learning how to use the software, because that's like I didn't even know, like when I first started, I didn't know I had to listen to music okay, this is like what's usually being used, like a clap, an 808, a hi-hat. I didn't even know what any of those were when I first started. So I was just like throwing in random stuff, just going off what sounded good. So I used to look up like what I need for a trap beat, and like I realized like there's no like boundaries for that. Like you put and whatever you want, what's gonna make your beat sound good. So I feel like at first I was just limiting myself, putting myself in a box, but I feel like later on I kept experimenting.
Who influences you musically?
Like maybe my favorite producer.
Yeah.
I would say Pierre Bourne. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but
Yeah.
I feel like he's one of the most creative producers we have, because you know it's his beat right off the jump. Like, you're gonna know it's his sound. There's nobody, you can't really mimic that sound. Like, it's like sometimes I even try to, like, I get too influenced, I try to mimic his sound, but that's one of my favorite producers now.
So do you feel like since like you started like taking production seriously, like did it change the way that you like listen to music?
Definitely.
Like you know, because you just on a whim decided to do this for whatever project it was for school, and then it piqued your interest.
Yeah.
Like how did it change like your ear?
I think personally, I think it made me more judgmental.
Yeah, it's hard to be a fan when you're an artist, right?
Especially like with my own beats. Like this happened recently. I have so many unfinished projects on my computer, and my brother's a rapper, so we'll be in the studio together all the time. And he's just like, yo, just bounce it, cause like he's the one that's like, oh, I like the way it sounds right now. You're looking to sell these to rappers, so you gotta get somebody else's perspective, because I'm way too judgmental about my beats. Like, now I just started bouncing them and sending them out, because who knows, if they don't like it, it's not the end of the world. But you never know what people like these days.
You just keep making it.
Yeah.
So wait, let me make sure I heard this correctly. So you even bounce beats that you're not necessarily a fan of.
Well,
you just put them out there?
I bounce beats that are finished.
Yep.
They have to be finished and mixed and all that. But maybe I don't particularly like as much, or I'm just like, it's whatever.
Yep.
I still bounce them, and I still keep them in my folder, because maybe there's an artist who's willing to pay $300 and he's not good, but I can send him a throwaway and he won't really know the difference, but you're still profiting off of that. So I usually try to be, it's always good to try to be very, very perfect, but your perfect may be different from somebody else's. So that's why I just bounce them out and see where it goes.
I got one more question before we get back to these beats. Being that you've been selling beats and such, do you ever need to get a summer job? Just asking.
So this, all right. So at the beginning of this summer, I was on a roll. I was selling a lot of beats, and it was like towards the end of school, in the beginning of the summer, I was selling a lot of beats. Like I was like, all right, like this is working now. So I was like, I don't even really need to get a summer job. But then I played a ton of basketball, which slowed I didn't really have time to make beats as much. So then from like 9 a.m. to like 3 p.m. before my games, I'm just sitting in the house with nothing to do, no job. So it's just like, maybe like I could have definitely had a summer job, but if I was to have the time to make beats every single day, I don't personally think I would need one.
See,
I mean, and I think at this point in time too, this is the time for you to take advantage of like honing your craft and putting all your time and energy, because you don't have as much responsibility. Your only responsibility is school and first and foremost, and then sports come, and then you have the passion for music. So you're blessed to be in that position, man. So take advantage. You got a whole lot of years ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's another thing. Like, especially he told me, like, when I'm not selling beats, I used to just think too much about the money. Like, I've been worried, I need to sell a beat, when I really don't need to. Like, I really don't need the money right now. So let me just wait. I started giving out beats for free, like on my YouTube, free for profit, and those ones got me like 6,000 views, which since led to people looking at my other stuff. and then them actually buying
money
stuff.
still comes.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all hear that, right? Y'all hear that?
I tell people all the time, when you got that free product, you bring all the fiends in.
And this is what I said.
Give them a taste.
You got to give samples.
I say this to people I talk doing music.
Yeah,
yo,
they got a sample of work.
I know. We have a young producer on the show, but good drugs sell themselves. And I just say that, so like if you already make the product and it is what it is, and people are gonna come back, so just keep doing what you're doing. Not to talk to you, but
I mean,
you get
but
it,
we talking
thing.
in the sense of beats, so it works. Yeah.
But we gonna get back.
It's
to
a drug
beats,
for them
though.
artists.
All right, we're gonna get back to these beats real quick.
We're gonna get to this tequila, man.
That's man, tequila.
Yeah, shout out to my man Teddy in the building. Yo, you don't gotta be quiet. It's okay, man. You ain't gotta worry about, what I'm saying. This is what we do. We eat on the show, we make noise, we pour up drinks. He's like trying to be
extra
quiet.
polite
to play the Pink Panther for him and shit. He's like, didn't.
Shout out my bro Jarvis in the building, man.
You get an air horn, bro. You made that liquor store run. All right, so who we got next, man?
All right, next up we got Benny Blanco, and this is called Astro.
All right, cool. Let's take a listen to right now the Beat Club podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, Beat Club, let's talk about it. Brothers in the room as we take a... Wait, let's toast.
Salud.
John, man, we got to toast.
Just
Just make sure nothing out of my cup jumps in your cup. And we're good.
Salud, my brother.
Disclaimer, he got ginger ale.
What is that? All right, cool. Let's go. All right. Beat Club, let's talk about it. Motivate, man. How you feel about this beat?
It was cool. It was definitely cool. I'm not gonna pull out my safe, keep it yet. I'm still holding on to it, so I'm gonna cut it. The only reason that I'm gonna cut this is like for me, the drum programming. Like I didn't like the drum sounds on this. Like I like the melody and the music on it, but I just think you needed some better drums. Or if you were gonna use these drums, you need to treat them a little bit. They just sound super stock, and then the drum pattern itself is just kind of like, this needed more soul. Like the music, it sounds like the same melody of "Feel It in the Air" to me. The Beanie Siegel song. It sounds like the melody of that sample, which is like real soulful, real heartfelt. So like the drums needed to reflect that. Like it needed to, just something different. Like I heard a build up, like an intro with the drums, and then go into something that just knocked, that had a little more feel. The drums were real lightweight. So that's the only reason I'm gonna cut it, man. Dope submission though. We definitely hear the progression in your sound, bro. So keep doing what you're doing.
All right, Artificial Wavy, what's the word?
Yeah, I agree with Marin. Drum sounds were kind of just like dead, but great job on keeping everything sounding good together as far as the music goes. There was nothing in this beat that sounded off key or whatever. So, but yeah, I'm gonna cut it.
Jah Da God.
I think I'm gonna cut it. I thought it was dope, but I was kind of confused. Like, I didn't know if it was gonna turn into like if it was a boom bap or if it was kind of like trying to be a trap beat because I don't know, the drums kind of confused me. So I'm gonna cut it for that reason. But I liked it personally.
All right. I'm gonna say that Benny, man, you're getting better and better and better. This right here I thought was actually pretty cool. Now I wish the percussion knocked a little bit more, but I felt like everything else was pretty much in pocket and could definitely be a song. So yeah, I guess I'm just looking for a little bit more from you, but I'm gonna cut it as well with the homies. So it's a cut it from the room.
Yeah.
All right, it's a unanimous cut it. Let's get another one in.
All right. So next up we got Smart Boy Beats.
Hey, what up, bruh? North Carolina.
And this is called Hammer.
Did you guys ever have the hammer pants, Marin?
Of course.
You had the hammer pants back in the day? What color?
They were like some some wild shit. Like it wasn't just one color. Like it had like this like weird like print. You know what I mean? Like
You had like the leopard print?
Not leopard, but like not the leopard joints. But it had like some more like psychedelic type print. But hell yeah, man! Everybody, I think everybody tried the hammer pants one time.
If I did, I don't remember.
Yeah. I mean, that's a little bit before y'all time. Y'all a little bit younger than me.
I'm about to ask John real quick.
If I did, I don't remember.
I got. John, do you know what hammer pants are?
MC Hammer.
Yeah, you know what hammer pants are? You seen the hammer pants before?
They're like the
Yeah.
the long,
Almost like parachute.
Yeah, they're like wide.
Yeah, they baggy up top and slim on the
They
bottom.
kind of came. Well, they didn't come back as hammer pants. Would you ever wear hammer pants?
No.
Said that real quick.
He's just shutting down stuff my generation. Like, nah, nah. All right. Oh, damn. All right, yo, so we're going to take a listen to this right now on the B Club Podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
All right, Beat Club, let's talk about it. People saying cool for a bar chill or a Spotify playlist. That's a record. I can't hear anyone on this. Maybe G-Eazy. People saying fire, fire, fire. And yeah, that guitar coming in was it.
That's
Keep
what
it.
made
People
it.
saying Chris Brown.
Turned it the fuck up. That definitely sounded like Sea Breezy.
Yeah, Seabreeze would kill this.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of voices I heard, bro.
So, question. Anybody here cutting this beat?
Nah.
Nah, I'm not gonna cut it.
Anybody here?
Fix that kick though.
That's
the
it?
The kick needs to be deeper anyway, like beyond like what you were saying, like
The velocity of the note?
like that, like half step
Yeah.
But like the kick needs to needs to be heavy.
He should probably I forgot what it's called, but I do this all the time. Reverse the polarity of the kick. Mm-hmm. So it's punching through. It's not clashing with the 808, but it's punching through it. So you can. That's why I do that on my beats. So you can hear both of them. It's not clashing. But I also felt like I think I'm gonna use my safe keep because I don't know what it was, but in the beginning when the drums dropped, I felt like something was off beat. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's just me, but I felt like either there was a kick or when the second hi-hat came in, something was...
I think it was just overlapping. Yeah. I think like two things were overlapping. Like I heard it too, like more so in the intro of the beat, like when the beat was like first building up. Yeah, I heard it too.
I was too busy sipping.
But it was definitely...
Yeah, but I'm going to start. That's a safe keeper for you. I'm keeping it. I'm going to keep it I'm not going to pull out my safe keeper.
I'm going to keep it as well. I almost feel like, I'm not sure who was on the record, but it's like a great like reference track if you ever want to pitch to somebody.
They gave somebody a song. Easy. You know what I'm saying? Like the song is complete. Just fill in the blanks.
And even if it isn't, it's always a great vibe if you're ever with like a musician or rapper or whatever, when you already have the hook or a pre-chorus or something like that already in place, because it gives them a vibe of the record and kind of fills in the blanks for them. So overall dope, man. It sounds like a keep it fire, man. Damn, what number do we make it to? Just 5?
Yeah, let's get one more.
Let's get one more before the break, man. Because then when we come back from the break, we gotta listen to some of these beats from Jah Da God.
Yeah, I think this is a newbie for real.
I'm trusting you with that one.
That's Robbie Nelson. Yeah, I don't think we've heard this person. This is called Gelato.
That's that good shit, man.
Gelato.
That gelato is what it is.
What is gelato?
I mean, it's definitely a strain of
edible gelato. No,
like gelato?
I heard a different answer.
General?
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely a strain of bud, but gelato is like ice cream. It's like like Italian ice cream.
What makes it different? Like
it's cream. It's it's like more creamy, like yeah.
Yeah.
That grape nut. That grape nut.
So we're gonna take a listen to right now the Beat Club podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
That's Robbie Nelson.
Beat Club, let's talk about it. People are saying needs a switch up. It's cool, but a cut. My Geminis, man, Artificial Avi, man. What's the word?
I'm gonna keep it. I feel like it was good. My only thing is that 808 needs to hit harder. It was fluffy, and I don't want to hear fluffy 808. That shit got to come in like boom, it hit you in the gut type shit.
808s, man.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
That's like the standard like stock 808. It just needed some tweaking. But otherwise, I was rocking with it. It felt like a Future record. That's what I kept hearing. Sound like some Future shit.
It reminded me of Motorsport a little bit, how the bass was.
Jah Da God, man, how you feel about this?
I'm gonna keep it. The Definitely because it fits what I was talking about earlier. How it's the artist will bring it up, and this is the type of beats artists like.
Yep.
So I think it could definitely get placed.
I feel like it's a record. I wish some of the sounds were a little different, and I'm gonna be a little more picky. I guess it's a record, but something could have knocked more, and I can't let that go. So I'm gonna cut it based off of the fact that it should knock a little bit more. But it doesn't matter anyways. You guys kept it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so there it is. Sounds like a keep it. All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some time, maybe like 5 or so minutes. You guys can take a break as well, and we'll catch up with you guys. And when we come back from the break, we're gonna listen to some beats from Jah Da God, and listen to some more beats from you guys. All right, Beat Club Podcast.
Yo, this is Jah Da God, and you're now listening to the Beat Club Podcast, where producers are heard.
Almost.
He forgot who he was. He's like, this is Jah Da. Oh, I am Jah Da God. Okay.
What up, everybody? We are back from the break. Hopefully you are too. We're here with Jah Da God and the Beat Club crew, man. Yeah, we got our cups refilled here. Marin, are you on your second cup, first cup?
Second cup.
You know you like my drinking partner.
Yeah,
I gotta.
Man. We just going drink for drink. It's crazy.
As long as we don't end up on any Wonder Bar couches, we're
That's
good.
my drinking partner over there. Too.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
So we're on this together. We're on this together. Good stuff. Yeah. And
I'm designated Dave. I make sure y'all good.
He's our chaperone.
This is Hornitos.
Hornitos. Yeah.
It sounds like something will pop off after you drink this.
That is clear. I mean, even if it wasn't, it's gonna have to.
All right, so check it out, y'all. So we had Jah Da God here. We was going over some beats that you guys sent, but we want you guys to kind of get a preview of his sound as well. So we got a couple of beats pulled up that we're gonna play. Jah, so someone told me I should really play this beat called "Be Free."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I personally, like I said earlier, I'm judgmental. I think it's all right, but he really likes it, so we're going to play it for him.
All right, so we're going to listen to it right now on the Beat Club Podcast. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to end up pulling this up on a different computer. So what I'll end up doing is we'll go to a beat, and then we'll come back to some beats from Jah, just to make sure that there's none of that buzzing and stuff.
Yeah, we gotta play that over.
You know what I mean? But so what we'll do is we'll go to this next beat, Artificial AV. Who's on the chopping block while I get this stuff set up?
All right, next up we got Anna How to Beat speaker with Joyful Sound, all the way from Portland, Oregon.
All right, let's take
Anna, what up, my dude?
Hey, let's take a listen right now on the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
All right, Beat Club, let's talk about it. People are saying too busy. Cut. Artificial AV threw the flag on the play. Marin likes to call it a paper cut. So, Artificial AV, why is that? What's the word?
Yeah, it was just too busy. I think everybody's going to agree. I mean, Anahata steps out of a box all the time and does, something far left. Sometimes they hit. Well, actually, most of the time they hit, but this one was just like too busy. Drums weren't really punching through, so yeah, it's a cut.
All right, and everybody is in agreement. Is anybody here at the table keeping this beat? No?
Nah, it's a cut it.
All right. So, so it sounds like it's going to be a cut it.
It was different. I appreciate that it was different.
Yeah,
I like the reggae backdrop. Like I like the main melody in the background. I feel like he could have capitalized off that and kind of made a better beat out of it.
I feel like he makes movie scores a lot of the time.
For sure. And that definitely sounds like some shit.
It sounds like something out of like SpongeBob.
Yeah, no bullshit.
No bull.
Yeah. Or some Adult Swim shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit that you would hear definitely in the background of something. But yeah, it's just.
Hey, that's a check too. Get that check.
So check it out. Dimitri, am I okay going off of this computer? All right, cool. So we're going to figure out, I think we figured out the chord situation. So we're going to go back to some of these beats from Jah Da God. We had a little technical difficulty earlier. Now it's Jah Da God. Let's take a listen to it right now on Beat Club Podcast.
Hey, Jah, give me a banger, yo.
Heat it up.
My brother.
Oh, absolutely.
Brother, he did something to it?
Yeah, and we're trying to get, I don't know if y'all know Terrence Clark.
Yeah.
We're going to have him do like it's because the song he was talking about was like basketball theme.
Gotcha.
So Terrence Clark's gonna be in the video and
that'll be dope.
Yeah.
So and shit, hopefully you get Ball and G on it.
Yeah.
They might hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yo, can we clap it up one time for that shit real quick? Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Because like I said, at age 14, man, my beats was doo-doo, bro.
Boo-boo.
Just straight baby farts, bro. It's all bad. All bad.
I'm still mad about that battle too.
Oh, let's
shit.
talk. Why is that? Why you mad about that battle?
Do we need to set the rematch?
Because I'm just saying.
Because wait. Yeah, that should have won it. I feel
Yeah.
I seen you in the back dancing hard.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to judge those.
Hey,
but-
listen, and that's the thing. I mean, you know, it's tough. We talk about this. We talk about this all the time with the battles, with the format. Is because I guess the audience. So the trick is you got it. That nigga came.
Yeah, like
20
deep.
deep.
Yeah,
He came with the
Yeah,
gang.
and for me, if I was judging the battle, honestly, if I judged the battle, I would have probably made y'all play like 2-3 more beats because it was very evenly matched to me. At that point, I really didn't give anybody an edge. I was like, nah, I would probably want to hear like 1 or 2 more beats.
Yeah.
But the crowd, you know, just made
that beat actually. The Street Fighter one. That actually. I had a little like somebody. I don't know how this happened, but some way, somehow, somebody I didn't know, a random rapper was rapping on the beat, like, and I had no idea about it.
Oh shit!
So I got like a DM, and it was like, oh, they were like, oh, I heard your tag in somebody's song, and I'm like, what? Like, what's this about? He emails me, he sends me everything stuff. He's like, yeah, I think he stole your beat, like all this stuff. He was like, I want to buy it, but I don't want to buy it if somebody else has it. Yeah. So then I'm like, what's going on? And then I go on SoundCloud. This dude got a whole song. I hear Jah. I'm like, what is going on? And it was the Street Fighter beat. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, so I don't even know what to do anymore because this dude already got a song to it.
How many listens did it have? It had a lot of listens.
700
at the time.
Yeah, which is it's not really a lot.
It's not a lot.
But
did you reach out?
I did, and I never
got a reply.
But I also figured out
how did he rip the beat?
I have no idea.
He probably just like straight up like recorded it. Like you can.
Yeah. There's ways to do that.
I don't know because it was on my BeatStar page.
Yeah.
And sometimes you know how it does like the free download, the free download thing. I don't know if that happened by accident. I don't know, but then I realized like the dude who had emailed me about it, he was following the guy, and they were like, so I don't know if he was trying to get me to give them the free beat or something. I don't know what was going on. So I think I'm just gonna put the beat out for free, so that way.
Yeah, that's the way that that's the way you do it.
The best part is your tags on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, what? And if you made it, it's still yours, regardless if they recorded to it or not.
You have it.
If they made money off that, you can get your bread.
You have
so,
it. You have the stems. You have
tags
the
on
proof. You have like it's documented, so you don't really have to worry about that. Have you got into being that you're like business minded about it? Do you have publishing?
Yes.
You got your publishing and all of that?
I have to since I just came out with a song with Troy Ave and my brother's on the track as well.
Yeah.
And he's also dropping another album.
Shout out to Stay Pure.
Yeah. So he's dropping another album and I have like 3 songs on there. So I need to get my since I'm younger, I have to fill out a minor application.
Yeah.
And then I have to mail it out to them and then they have to do all that. Usually, you can just do it online.
Yeah, online.
But since I'm younger, I have to do all that. So once the next albums come out, I'll have all my things situated.
Dope.
But they said I still have money waiting for me.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So like as soon as I do that, I can collect
they can retroactively
get that bag, bro.
Exactly.
Yo, let's get back to these beats, man, so we can get to the double digits.
Yeah. Oh, 8.
We're gonna see what's good. This is not a new person.
Nah,
but they're from Connecticut.
This is guest appearance with Creepin'.
I'm familiar with that word. We're going to take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it, cut it, let's get it, let's go. I ain't do it, but I'm familiar.
Beat Club.
Guest on the beat.
Beat Club, let's talk about it. Anybody here at this table cutting this beat?
It's a unanimous.
Yes. Yeah.
Anybody want to speak on why? Just one person.
I just didn't like the melody at all. A lot of the melody sounds were annoying, to be honest.
That's simple as that.
The drum pattern was pretty cool, and the sounds were good, but just the melody.
Yeah, I liked everything until the synth came in.
I think I felt like it was made with like maybe stock sounds. I don't know why. That's how it sounds to me.
That's what it is. That's what the problem.
I don't think he has the maybe he doesn't have like an omnisphere, because maybe that synth would have sounded way better. But I feel like it's stock sounds to me.
Yeah, that's what the problem is. Yeah, that's completely what the problem is.
So we go to the next.
Yep. We had number 9.
I can go for a number 9 right now. Damn.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. I ain't gonna lie. We got Los from BX.
Had tequila for breakfast.
Nothing to me. Yeah, basically.
Let's take a listen right now to Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
It sounded promising at first. Like, it sounded like it was
the first, what, like 3 seconds?
Yeah, the first 3 seconds. Like, when I've heard the full sample played throughout, it felt like some yay shit, like some old yay shit.
And it felt like nothing to me.
Yeah. Nothing to me.
Nah, I'm just giving tough love. Like, you know, like, honestly, and I say this to you, and I think I'm going to start saying this to more producers, yo. That wasn't your best beat. You know that wasn't your best beat. So why you send us that? Like, you know, like, that beat was cool, but we can tell you didn't even put enough time into that. I can tell you didn't put enough time for that. Yeah.
But that going. Yeah. The sample was cool.
Sample was cool, but send us better beats, man. It's always someone's first time hearing you, and that wasn't a good representation.
We definitely heard better beats from you.
Facts.
Who was that?
That was Los from BX.
Yeah, we're only holding him up to his own bar. That's all. So
yeah, you definitely heard better beats than that beat.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Who we got next?
All right. Next up, we got Sweeps Beats with Disperse.
Disperse?
Yeah.
All right, from Massachusetts, represent. We're going to take a listen right now to the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
tequila, bro. Nah, they all my bros at the end of the day. Shit. All right, yo, B Club. Let's talk about it. People saying nope, cortalo.
Unanimous.
Cut it.
All right.
It was cool. It just didn't hit. That's it.
Well, I mean, was the main problem the 808 or what was it?
I think this is a classic example of a bunch of dope elements that don't go together.
Yes.
Nothing went together. That snare,
Yeah.
fire. Like that percussion with the snare, that loop, fire. The 808 kick, fire. But it just didn't match. It didn't match that snare. That didn't match the loop. You know what I'm saying? Like
the 808 did kind of match once the melody dropped an octave. But then
because that under kick dropped, like it was gone, and it was just the But
we got to move on to another one.
Just didn't match.
This is all right. Who we got next, man?
All right, next up we got DJ Matrix with Gamble.
I haven't heard that name in a minute.
Yeah, I need to go gambling. You guys want to go to Foxwood soon?
Nah.
Let's go to Encore, man. I haven't been there yet.
I heard Encore's trash, but we can try.
I heard they ain't giving nobody no money.
Then why we want to go there?
I don't know. It could be a lucky day, man. Free drinks.
This is true. Encore?
That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing people complain, man. Yeah, the building.
They got to make that back.
They like, you ain't nobody getting money for like 10 years.
Yeah.
I live too close for that. I'm good.
But I want to check it out, though.
All right, we go to
I go to
up.
casinos for the free drinks, man. I sit at a slot machine and just be like, yeah, bring me my free drink, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait. I was gonna wait for like a year and some change. Like unless they had like a boxing match or something, I go there for boxing or something. But
I didn't realize how close it was.
Oh, it's
so recently.
Dumb close. It's crazy.
Yeah, I hadn't been that way. I didn't realize that it was like on 99 right there. Like because when you look at it from the highway, I'm like, it just looks like it's like farther than where it is, and that's just like right by the Schrafft's building and shit. Yeah, the 24-hour McDonald's right there. That's where the strip club over there. Yeah, the Golden Banana over there. Yeah, it might still be there. Yeah, down that low. Yeah, I think it's still there. The Golden Banana.
Only on the Beat Club podcast do we have young producers in strip clubs in the same room. You know what I mean? It just happens.
It is what it is.
It's life.
So let's take a listen to this right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Man, I am ready. Are y'all ready to get down? Boy, I cannot wait to blow my horn in here tonight. Come on, y'all. Let's get on this train. This train is ready to roll. We got to get out of here. Get down and blow. Wait a minute, hold it.
See what's up. I need MK2. Boy, we stop by Marin's house, pick up that MK2. All right, Beat Club, let's talk about it. People are saying this ain't it, fam. Nah.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way too.
Well, look, I'm a little biased because of the tempo bounce, and I did like the distortion on the bass line. I love stuff like that. Like I like the haunted feels. But I gotta talk to the rest of the fellas here. Jah Da God, man, how you feeling about this beat?
Cut it.
Out the gate.
He shook his head first.
He was like, nah, Geminis, what's the word? Y'all keeping this beat?
It's a unanimous.
Anybody want to chime in on why?
I like everything about it except the sounds. I think it was just poor
Nigga, that's music. He's like, I like the music, but I didn't like the music.
No, I'm saying like I like the melody that was being played. I like the drum pattern. I like the tempo.
Okay,
but they chose the wrong sound.
Oh, okay. The
you know
sound.
Yeah, the sound.
Got you.
The sound.
The sound.
I felt like we was walking through a haunted house, man. I thought someone was about to jump out.
It felt like it fit that type of, like, if you seen that in a movie or heard that like watching like a movie, it might fit.
It was too light. Everything was super thin. Everything was super stock sounds.
Like, you don't know Netflix movies that we put on, and you turn it off. You hear this, you be like, all right.
Yeah.
So we cut that joint. Let's get to one more, man. Let's get to one more because we just had like a series of cut-its.
Yeah, we got to keep it in the mix, man. What's going on?
Missouri.
So next up we got D. Professor with the Come Up. I feel like we've seen that title.
I feel like we've seen that title as well too. It is a common title, but I feel like we've seen that from him. So we'll find out right now on the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, that was 96,
I
95.
forgot what song that
This is the return.
96. How old was I? Was old as. No, I wasn't old in 96.
Cowboy.
I was still young.
96, I was 14.
96 was 14.
96, I was listening
Yeah.
to Reasonable Doubt heavy.
Yeah, I didn't know about Reasonable Doubt at that time. I think I had
It was
Crisscross
all
still
about. I
bumping.
was listening to fucking Can't Knock the Hustle and Brooklyn's Finest like on repeat. Those were my two joints. I used to just kill them two songs.
Well, with this one, Marin threw out his beat of the
Yeah, this
week
is Beat of the Week
nomination.
nomination for me.
I don't think I'm
man.
contesting that. Is anybody
Me
cutting
either.
his beat?
Nah.
No one's cutting his,
Shit
right?
was smooth.
Keep it.
Yeah, my
Unanimous
man
on that.
Anderson Paak to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That sound like it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's not even my type of style, but I still like it.
Yeah,
That's how
you could
know.
appreciate
Soon
it.
as you heard that
know
bass
real
line,
music
it
when you
was
hear
like-
it. Yeah, you know real music when you hear it.
So I'm gonna go back to Jah Da God for a second, man, because I was seeing how you I was talking to Avi on our card ride here, and we were talking about how I want to applaud you on how you're doing what you're doing on social networking, because a lot of people even our age don't have it down as of yet. I've seen where your likes grown. I've seen how you're sending people and you're asking them for their comments, like, yo, who do you hear on this one?
Yeah.
And that kind of increases the comments, et cetera, et cetera. What has been one of the tools or one of the tactics that you've used that you've noticed brought more traffic your way and when it comes to listening to your beats?
Definitely engaging with other musicians. So you want to find, like, what I do is, so I start off with like, for example, say I start off with Meek Mill, like on my phone. I'm looking at Meek Mill's page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through pictures, looking at who he's taking pictures with. Click on their page. Now, they might only have 30K,
Mm-hmm.
but they're Meek Mill follows him.
Yep.
So that's a direct, like, he's
Line.
connected with him.
Yep.
So you send him a DM, you follow him, and you start engaging on his pictures. I did this recently. Like, there's this artist called Cowboy. He's popping like now.
Mm-hmm.
I DM'd one of these guys he made a song with, who isn't that. He had like 20K, and I just sent him some beats this morning. So what I realized is stop waiting for like rappers to come to you, because it's not always gonna work like that. And usually the rappers who are gonna come to you, I'm gonna be honest, aren't really all that, because they're just asking for free beats, and they might have like 5 followers and nothing up, stuff like that. So I started engaging with rappers and starting to put myself out there more by just interacting and
being proactive.
Yeah, I'm in different producer group chats, so whenever I post a beat, I send a link in there, and I do the same for them. We engage, we share all this stuff, so it's just working as a community, because I feel like there's plenty of room. There's so many rappers, there's plenty of room for a lot of producers.
For
so
sure.
Instead of trying to always bring other people down and, oh, your beat's trash and all this, tell them what they can do to make their beat better. Things like that. So,
So question, like, being that like at this point, like you're taking it seriously as like a business. You have your beat store up and all of that, but like just in terms of yourself, my question for you is like, how does music like resonate with you? Like how do you know something is ready for you? Are you listening to the music in terms of just, can I sell it, or does it have to like strike a certain chord with you? Like, what resonates with you musically? Like, what do you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of your beat making, like, what are you striving for when you make a beat? Like,
well, I didn't want to make it a job, because when you make it a job, you start to get bored of it, and you start to think too much about the money, and you start to lose the thing that made you want to make beats in the first place. So instead of focusing on selling, I have certain sessions where, like, all right, I'm sitting down here, I'm on my computer, and I'm making beats this whole time, put my phone away, just making beats. And then after that session, I can go check on my page, I check on my website, maybe post a couple of those beats I made from those sessions, start networking. So what I like to do is keep the business and then the actual like working separate, because when I start, like, if I make a beat right there, then I start trying to sell it right away or do all this, that wastes so much more time.
You could be creative.
Exactly. Because then you're caught in doing all this when you could have done all that at once with like 5 beats. So,
and how I'm sorry to cut you
do
off,
you think, bro?
But how do you feel about like collaborating with other producers? Have you experienced that?
Yes,
and has that been beneficial to you?
Definitely, most definitely. Especially, I look at creating loop packs as a collaboration, because I actually have a free loop kit on my website too, if you guys want to check it out. But I
Slime Lizard loop, right?
Yeah. So I made that. So I made it free for leasing and online, like beat store selling, because I wanted to give back. But anything that's anything that's placed or to a major artist, I have to get a percentage. So the reason why I did that was because so much, like, literally the video on YouTube has like 5,000 views. So that's so many producers I technically collabed with. And instead of just sending out one loop to one producer, what if that beat isn't all that? I have many producers working on the same loops, so whatever beat is the best is gonna get up there. So I have so many chances of getting placed instead of just
it's like you created an original work and it got sampled.
Exactly.
It's just like so you're creating a library for yourself.
So
and I also have
talk that talk, bro.
I have this one of these other kids that I collab with. He's from Atlanta. I collab with him all the time. His name's Carson. I don't know if you've seen him on my page, but this summer we was making a ton of beats. And
so how does that work? You just do a section and you email it to him?
So maybe, say he sends me a piano loop with a guitar, and then he sends me the MIDI. So now I can either use what he gave me, the piano and guitar loop, and add on a flute and add on a pad or something, and then I make the drums. Or maybe I just use what he gave me because I like it exactly how it was, and I just add the drums. But either way, it goes 50-50 because you guys, there's two people collaborating on one thing, so it doesn't matter who did what because you still.
It's like a real relationship.
Exactly.
That's how that's the one thing my parents taught me. They've been married 40 plus years, and that's what they told me, man. Ain't no such thing as a 50-50.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 90-10.
Y'all both in it though.
60-40, 70-30. It's one common goal, one common cause. So
exactly.
it's the same idea. It's a marriage.
John, man, I got a question to ask you because, one thing we didn't touch upon is the numbers. The numbers are important. You know,
man. How much money you making, man? I'm gonna count.
Mervin went right for the gusto. I was trying to, ease in there.
I'm not going to ease into it,
He
man.
in the second cup of tequila, so we going forward.
How much money you making, man?
You seen that, right? You know what I mean? He said, yeah, exactly. He's like, look, we got 8 minutes. We got to get to
how much money
the meat and potatoes, man. Without dropping
what's the potential? Just like give people the potential of what they could do.
All right, so this summer, I'm not gonna say numbers, but I'll say that I made more than what I did if I worked the whole summer with a summer job, and that's just from my beat store. That's not factoring in royalties, which I have to collect later, but. I recently learned it's way more important than selling an exclusive. Exactly. And another thing I started doing was unlimited leases. Leases make you so much money because that beat can be leased how many times you want.
Many times, yeah.
And somebody can literally say your lease is $30. If 5 people lease it, that's $150, and it can still be leased. And then an unlimited lease usually is around $100 to $150. So, say 3 people lease that. That's more than you would probably make if you're selling an exclusive. So, I'm starting to shy away from exclusives because I feel like it's just limiting your potential.
So how does it work, like in terms of? So if I lease the beat, I don't get the stems?
No.
You just get the wave.
You just get the wave.
You just
2-track or MP3.
So a basic lease. There's on my page is an MP3 lease, which is $30, and then a wave lease is $50, and then a limited lease, you get the stems, you get the wave, you get the MP3, but you're limited to a certain amount of copies, which is everything is on my site, like the contracts, everything.
Yeah.
So.
What do you mean you're limited to a certain amount of copies? What is that?
Well, like how many you can sell. So you can have unlimited streaming. You have unlimited streaming, but you may have, let's say, a limited amount of music performances or a limited amount of albums you can put this on. There's certain things like that. And then exclusive is it's yours, but I still have to get my royalty.
Yeah.
So that's that. But that's why I like unlimited lease, because you're profiting way more in the long run. And then I also, if I see an opportunity where it's for me to gain more publicity, which is probably, say my beats are $300 and a rapper is willing to pay $300 for that beat, but then I also have a rapper who has way more publicity who I may have to give the beat for free. That's worth way more than the $300.
Talk that talk, please.
You get it on the back end.
It's going to go way longer than $300 because I may... Knowing me, I may go buy a pair of sneakers where that $300 is gone and I have nothing to show for it besides the sneakers. Maybe, but
you kept it on it.
But just take mine. So basically, with your once you get that publicity, you may have 2 or 3 rappers ready to buy your beats. So that's $900 you made off one beat, basically. So I just started to think at it like that instead of being too money hungry. And the biggest thing is patience for producers. A lot of people are impatient which I feel to realize is that's a lot of people's downfall and why they start quitting or giving up.
Well, not everybody's 14 either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got some time on your side. But even at 14, I was looking at some of your numbers. You got 31,000 views on your channel.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 subscribers, which means you're monetizing off of your videos now. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And only 41 videos. And I say only because it's impressive. Not to kind of downplay anything.
Quality, quality over quantity.
So let me just get this straight. You're on BeatStars,
Yes.
YouTube, Instagram. Is there anything else that we're missing as far as social networking platforms that you promote yourself on?
No, that's really it.
Which one has been the most lucrative? Has it been like, you using Instagram to send people to BeatStars, or use your YouTube, or how does that work for
definitely Instagram.
Yeah?
Instagram is the most.
That's the business card.
Yeah.
That's the joint right there. And you hit people directly from you, like you DM artists. And when you DM artists, what do you say? Is it more like, yo, here's a beat, or yo, what's up? This is what I'm doing. Check me out.
I usually say, what's up? I mess with your sound, and I think both of our sounds can make something great.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, what's your email? Let me send you some beats. Or, oh, you can check out my BeatStar page right here. So
now, do you think being a young producer helps you out when it comes to kind of like delivering the whole package?
Like,
yo, this kid is he's not even 18. He's selling beats.
Yeah. I think that helps out a lot. But there's also people who don't think I'm smart, so they try to take advantage, which I can realize. Like, I'm not dumb. So
about to shave my mustache and start selling beats, bro. About to be out here at 17.
There's people like, and also what I used to do is, I know this is kind of toxic, but commenting under somebody's page, like, go listen to my beats, da-da-da-da. You see all those bots in the Instagram section? Yeah. I used to do that. I don't really do it anymore because I think it's toxic, and I don't want to go to comment and see all these bots in my thing. But it helped at a certain point where I was trying to get a little bit of following. So
game, yo, let's get into a couple more beats before we end up closing out the show, man. But yo, Jah, man, before we get into this couple of beats, man, thank you so far for just the gems that you're dropping, because there's a lot of grown men that don't know what you're talking about as of right now.
I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like I'm learning because it's a different game, and ultimately too, like before we get into these joints, like there will be like. There's a certain like criticism, like maybe like from like a different generation of producers, like in terms of like, like devaluing the music, like because you're leasing your beats, so like for such a low number, for the money. But at the same time, on the flip side, my perspective is a lot of time you make so many beats as a producer.
Exactly.
These beats will be fucking sitting on your hard drive, and nobody will be rapping to them. So what's the value in that? So I respect your business acumen at this age, and just keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm learning from you. You know what I'm saying? Because this is something that I've never ever even would have thought to explore. And it's not just about getting beats placed.
Yes.
Too. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about like the full gambit of music production. Like you just want to have a catalog of music that you can get licensed and things of that nature. So start thinking about that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like getting your beats on a TV show, on a whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I have YouTubers DM me, oh, is it cool if I use this beat to put in my intro? Yeah. You never know. Maybe their YouTube video blows up and gets a million views. So and then your beat is on it with your tag. So that's more publicity for you.
You're smart, man. Shout out to your parents. Word.
Real talk.
Point of reference is everything. All right, who we got next on this chopping block, man? We got to end off with a bang.
All right, next up we got RC Productions with Boricua Anthem.
Nah, I mean, you got to roll the R on that,
Boricua.
Bro.
Whatever.
Boricua.
We're going to take a listen to right now to Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Shout out to all of them.
The Beat Club.
La
All right, B Club, let's talk about it. Anybody here at this table right now gonna keep this beat?
I'm gonna keep it.
You're gonna keep it. Why so?
I don't know. I like the drums. I thought they were mixed well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I really like the snare, and I don't know. I kind of don't really like the first, like the hook section, but after that, I really like it. So
it was cool.
I'm gonna keep it.
Do you know the sample at all?
No. I do not.
Let's talk to my Gemini's. Gemini's, what's the word?
I don't know. I was rocking, so I'm gonna keep it.
Remember, man. I mean, we did have someone doing was that salsa, bachata?
He's getting his Victor Cruz on. Victor Cruz in the end zone. I'm gonna cut it. Like it was cool. I don't know. It just didn't resonate with me. Like it was cool. Yeah. I definitely do feel you on the drums though. Like I don't know if that was a drum loop or I don't know. But I did rock with that, but I felt like I wanted more to happen with the like more progression. Like I thought
especially for the title too. I was looking
it was cool for me. So I didn't use my safe keep it today, but I'm gonna cut it.
I'm gonna use my safe keep it because I felt like outside of the title, if I didn't see the title and then if I didn't really hear the hook too much, it would have been a really dope beat. But because it went from that Boricua 100% vibe from Big Pun, and then it kind of just dropped off and it didn't sound as Boricua throughout the rest of it. It was like, it's kind of a little bit of a disappointment, but it still worked though. So so that's why I'm on the fence. So I'm gonna go safe keep it just to put it out there. So that's one safe keep it, one keep it, one keep it, and one cut it. Sorry, bro, we need an island.
Keep it.
Let's get one more. There's more hammers. Oh no, that's not us. That's Hot Fries.
Is that what that says?
Is that Hot Fries?
Hot Fries Beats.
That's a new person though, right?
That's brand new. This is called the greatest.
You know that's how you whenever you order French fries from McDonald's, that's how you get like the new salt or whatever like that on. Like make sure that they're fresh. You just tell them you want them hot.
You want them hot, yeah.
Yeah.
And that just means they're gonna like just drop some shits that was already fried back in the fry. Be like,
that's what it is. You don't want no salt, and they have to put a fresh batch. There you go.
Fresh batch.
All right, so we're gonna take a listen right now on the B Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Niggas ain't serving no cold fries. Hot fries. It's food.
The Beat Club.
All right, B Club, let's talk about it. Anybody here at this table keeping this beat?
Nah, you know what I'm doing? Throwing it away like cold fries.
Damn. Was anything good about this beat?
I mean, the bop was cool. The bop was cool.
We definitely saying little baby.
And it had enough space for artists, but it was too much space, and the sounds weren't interesting enough to keep your attention. Like if I was an artist and I heard this shit, I would be like, all right, what other beat you got?
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
You wouldn't start off with this one at all.
Definitely not. Gotta catch you right away.
Ja, you agree with that, man? We're cutting this, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Nah, we just
I would have.
go ahead.
I kind of like the flute. I saw what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
I maybe would have I didn't like the key it was in. I would have probably pitched it down or pitched it up.
Yeah.
To change it somehow, but.
There you go. Sound like a.
Yeah, Marion left the room, so you know it's a cut.
Let's get this last one in, man. So Dimitri can get to his flap down.
All right. Last up
she's texting me right now.
Last up we got Big Jazz with Hammers.
Is that 38 hammers?
38 hammers. My fault.
Someone's getting hit. All right, cool. We're gonna take a listen to right now the B Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. 007 sample in
I
there.
really hope it's not. You don't disrespect.
Remember, you
the
made it to
Bond
15, but you
franchise
missed
like
it.
that.
Oh my God, you do not know what I'm listening to right now.
You don't disrespect the Bond franchise like that, brother.
All right.
We gotta play something else. We can't.
Well, we got the beat of the week that we're gonna play, so we can wrap up.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. Dimitri's like,
we gotta make sure.
Yeah. He's like, get the fuck out, all right?
Yeah, my fault, Dimitri.
I think we're gonna throw a unanimous out there.
He got the flap lined up.
Yeah, it's unanimous. Yeah. Let's get to the end.
All right, so what we're going to do, Dimitri, man, Mark Maron put out his Beat of the Week nomination for number 12. It was by D. Dot the Professor. It was called The Come Up from Kansas City, Missouri. Can we pull that up? Check. All right, y'all. So, shout out to D. Dot the Professor. You got nominated for Beat of the Week, which means at the end of the month or on our first Sunday show, we're going to battle you for Beat of the Month with any of the other nominees. So, we'll make that happen. But for right now, we're going to celebrate you. So, we're going to go around the room and talk that talk as we close out the show. Jah Da God, man, we want to thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You are our youngest guest that we've ever had on the show. Can we clap that up one time? And the fact that you're so business-minded, you're about your business, you're about your music, and you're knowledgeable. It's not like you're just sitting and waiting for, like you said, rappers and artists to come to you. You're out there going to get it.
Very
and
calculated.
I love it. And keep that up and keep spreading that knowledge as well. But right now, it is your moment to drop your social network. Let people know where they can find you and put it out there on the microphone. What's the word?
So on Instagram, you can find me at Prod by Jah Da God. YouTube is just Jah Da God. And my BeatStars page is jahdagod.beatstars.com.
All right, and that's DA, right?
Yes,
T-H-E.
DA.
All right, Jah Da God.
Duh.
But yo, thank you so much, man. We're gonna give you an air horn as well. Make that happen. Good stuff, man. People are saying now we couldn't end our show on our previous beat. Mark Maron, man. What's the word? Talk that talk, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I always say, man, love is the answer and the cure, man. Make sure you check on your loved ones. Let them know that you love them. And dope episode, man. Real dope show, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. And thank you to everybody that showed love, man, for our 3-year anniversary. Right. 3 years of Beat Club podcast, man. Crazy. I live for this shit, man. I live for Sundays, man. I love being here with my brothers, listening to dope beats. Thank you to all the producers that have been showing love over the years, man. I appreciate y'all, man, with everything inside of me, man, because we devote a lot of time and passion into what we do, and this is nothing without y'all, man. So I got to salute y'all, man. 3 years doing this. Thank you to the Go Network. Thank you, Dimitri, for holding us down. We appreciate you. Shout out to Jay Hugh as well, man. He pokes his head in here sometime. Yeah. Pause. Ever so often. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that's been supporting over the years, everybody that came out last week. We got nominated for that BMA, man, and I'm proud of that, man. I'm proud of that accomplishment, just being recognized. Yeah. We didn't take the award home, but I appreciate the acknowledgement, and we didn't do it to be acknowledged by the BMAs. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't even know.
Exactly. We had no clue. We was in another state.
It's in Cali, bro.
We was in Cali when we got that news, but it's for the fucking people. And bottom line is, we do this shit for the world. Mm-hmm. So shout out to everybody around the globe that tunes into us, man. It's beyond Boston. We show love and provide a platform for the fucking world. So I'm super proud of my brothers. I want to say that to y'all on the air. Mm-hmm. Salute to fucking Do It All Loops. Salute to Artificial AV. I love y'all brothers. And looking forward to 2020, man. And that's about it, man.
Yeah, speaking of 2020, prepare for your 2020 now. Don't wait till the first to have your resolutions and all that bullshit. Yes. Man, start now. Get on your game now, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So when the time comes, you'll be on your shit. And I'm out.
There you go. As usual, I don't have anything as inspiring to say like my Geminis, so I keep on saying, man, inspire before you expire.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And also, man, I just want to say, even just from this episode, make sure you're doing more than enough. You know, some of us just kind of like, coast. We feel like, we learn from Jah Da God that, you can have a beat page and just have it up there and just hope that people buy. But he's actually out there being a little bit more proactive as far as getting those placements and even going a little bit further. And he's only 14. which means he's probably going to have a lot of his beat at the end of the day. So just make sure you do more. There's a lot of producers on this show that get played on the show. Listen to us on SoundCloud or wherever you're at, and don't even repost. Don't hit the heart. Don't do any of that. And just know that it's not just for us, it's for you as well. So if you're on this mix right now, I would highly recommend that you hit the like button, repost as well, and just you owe that to yourself to show yourself that type of love. Because I'm gonna do it for myself, because I know I'm dope and I know you're dope as well. So keep that going, keep that flowing, man. We all deserve it.
Make sure you plug the Patreon, please, man.
Let's get it. AV's good at plugging the Patreon.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was just reading that shit. So make sure you go on patreon.com/the Stew Showcase and support us, man. There's different tiers on there. You get different benefits, different exclusive shit. So we need your help. We can't build this culture without y'all. So help us out. Help us help you.
Word.
That way.
Because we're trying to build a real strong 2020, man. But we will be dropping some content this month for you guys to watch strictly on Patreon. So shout out to everybody that's following us right now on there. And then so let's get it. Let's go. A couple more weeks left. Christmas is coming. New Year's is coming. Looking forward to that. But 2019 is not over. And because I can say it on the radio, I'm going to say it right now, even though, he's heard this before.
He'll be all right.
Shit.